welcome to Chaos Studios. I'm Dex Smither. I'm a producer here, working on Homefront. I'm glad you could come out and see a tour of where the magic happens. So this is our main office, where we have got very comfortable leather couches that a lot of us have slept on during long crunch periods. Over in here, we've got the user interface team. They deal with anything in the game that shows you press X to enter a building, compasses, mini-maps. They handle all of that information in the game just to help inform the player of how to navigate through a world and also get through the game space and menus and stuff like that. Here we have our build farm. All of these computers are networked together to constantly build versions of the game. So as each designer and each programmer makes a change to the game, that will actually go into the system, cook through a build. We'll get an Xbox build and a PC build, and then we'll actually be able to take the build off of these servers, put it onto our development kits, and play them and just see how the game is playing out and decide what changes we need to make from there. And also it helps us test the build, make sure things are stable, and that the game is still fun, which is the most important part. These guys are our story guys. They put together all the dialogue in the game. This is Corey, one of our writers.
How's it going?
So every time you hear any of the characters give a great eloquent line or throw that grenade, probably came through this map.
That's right. We come up with 20 different ways to say I'm reloading.
Over here's the environment artists and static artists, as well as a lot of the level design. So this is one big corridor where all of the space is figured out. Level designers try to block out a map, try to figure out what the game space is going to be, and once they're ready, they pass it over to the environment artists, who use whatever the level designers have created and try to beautify it and fill it with the visual themes. And a lot of that kind of happens back and forth, so that the artists have to discuss with the level designers what their intent was, and then just try to figure out between the two departments to create the space. So not only does it look nice on the game, but also it's a lot of fun and it plays well, and that we kind of clear up things like sight lines so that you can't have somebody shoot you from across the map, spawn points so that you don't just appear in the world and die right away, because that sucks, and also just making sure that you have the right cover placement. It's a lot of back and forth. It does take a lot of time since you have so many hands involved with creating one map, but over the course of 4 or 5 months you can generate a map amongst a number of people. And we do work in all maps at the same time, so as we're finishing up one phase of one map, we'll be starting the phase of another map and just keep churning it through the process. Back in here, this is actually one of the sound rooms. Right now our audio guy works off-site in White Plains, New York, but for the longest time he actually worked right here. So a lot of this is covered in soundproofing. So most of the sounds that you hear in Homefront were actually created in here. Sometimes you'll be walking by the office, you'll hear people screaming, and that's the day that they're doing death sounds. So you'll just try to go to the bathroom and hear it. And that's just normal in this kind of place. Matt's usually doing most of the sound effects himself, so anything from like bone crunching or bullet impacts, he'll just do right here on this base, put it all together. That's really pretty much the studio, so thanks for coming and checking us out. We're here just working hard every day here in New York, and hopefully we'll have Homefront out to the streets in no time. Thank you.